What'd you make of that face-off, Danny?
Oh, I thought it was genuine. I don't think it was some of these fights. The promoters go, "Come on, mate, let's turn on, let's get a bit of action." No, it wasn't like that. You can see. I think Mahoney went in. Nikita went to shake hands, and Mahoney put his head in, and then Nikita went in. I just think it happened, and I think Nikita's is the first one to flip the switch, and Mahoney is a guy that's relaxed, calm, and he'll flip that switch, I reckon, when he starts walking to the ring. He's different. Because I think Nikita's already flipped it a little bit, and it's a good sign. It's a good sign for what's to come tomorrow night.
I feel like it needed that injection of energy today, didn't it?
Yeah, I do. I think it needed that injection of energy, without doubt, because it's been very amicable and very, hey guys, where it's almost a love-in. Like, excuse my language, but we want to see you guys punch on and get angry with each other. Get down and dirty, and that's what's going to happen. The boys are going to get into it, and that was the match that sparked the fire. And I think tomorrow night we're going to have a proper bonfire.
Who does that sort of benefit more, Benny Mahoney or Nikita's that sort of energy and animosity?
I think it suits Nikita. I think it suits him because Ben Mahoney's not going to change. Doesn't really bother him. He's had that before. He's used to it. But Nikita, I don't think he's got that kind of animated and that kind of aggressive before fights with an opponent prior to this fight. So I think he needed that to kind of dispel the thoughts in his head that, hey, man, we're mates, I respect you. Yeah, I know you respect him. Nikita respects him and Ben respects Nikita. We all know that. But we're punching on, we're trying to knock each other unconscious. Let's get the fucking job done, boys. And that's the start of it. It was wicked.
What have you made of Nikita's demeanour this week? And do you think he copped some criticism about the press conference yesterday? Do you think that's warranted, or is it over the top? How do you see that?
It is what it is. I think Nikita probably needs to be a bit more mindful that the media, you guys out here, are helping him make an earn.
Oh, thanks, Granny.
And so for me, it's I just think that it's. Look, mate, he might learn from this. Hopefully he learns from this because, in my career I had a very good relationship with the media. The media were good to me and I was good to media. Sometimes I got bent over and I don't forget that. I don't forget. I've got a very long memory, not looking at anyone in particular. But I think that Nikita needs to be a bit more mindful that the media are helping him get people home, read about it, hear about it, watch about the fight that he's in, that he's making money from. He needs to be reciprocal in the relationship. You guys are doing a job and he's doing a job. You're in this together. It'd be good if he could understand that a bit better and realise that, hey, we're all in this together. You guys need me. This is Nikita, I'm saying, and I need you. And I think that's where this needs to start growing and a bit of a bond. I think you guys maybe you guys should take him out to lunch and cut your hands and swap blood with each other like Nikita likes to do. So yeah, you might have to sacrifice eating a camel's eye or something just to break some bread, boys.
There you go.
But surely he's got a commitment to his promoter as well to promote. There's a fight that obviously they've put their money into that pays him as well. So there's his business, his boss as well.
It's difficult for me to say because I understood this intimately from the get-go. Being around the media and having been thrust into the media very early on in my career. So I understood that it was a relationship that was a relationship that was necessary. I appreciated it and was very grateful for the exposure that I got. And so then I was accessible and made sure that I was accessible because you guys are helping me and I'm helping you. That's the way it works. You need content and I need the content as well. I need the content. I need people to read the content. So I think he's got to learn from that. I dare say after this, unless he has rocks in his head, which he hasn't, he's a smart kid. After this, I think things will be different. I think he will change.
Nikita, when he looks at sort of Tim Tszyu and the mainstream media the last 3 years, at times, let's be honest, they've spun a few Fugazi stories. Do you think Nikita and Glenn have thought, we're not going to go that angle? We're undefeated, Tim's not. We're going to go a different vision now. Do you think Nikita and Glenn and the team have done that?
It's a tough question, Tiger. I don't know, mate. And you're right. There's been a fair few Fugazis spun, and people in Australia smell shit pretty quick. So when it comes to that, it's like, come on, man. You can't be talking this guy, saying this guy's this or this guy's that. Like, even people who have no idea about boxing or fighting can see can read between the lines. So Nikita's pretty authentic. He's a very authentic young bloke. He's different. He's different. He's a different kettle of fish. But I think he's great. I think he's magic. I think he's authentic, and I think what he's doing, I don't think he means to be disrespectful or, shut guys down, shut people down. I think it's like, hey, bugger you. I just think it's him at the moment. He's in that mind frame, and he's a bit different. And he ticks, he kind of ticks a little bit differently. But I think the fact that he will understand, I think after this, because I think the message will get through to him. I think the word will get to him, hey mate, you got to pull your head in a bit and lift your game.
What are your thoughts on the pay-per-view model in Australia? I mean, around the world, it's a bit of some people say it's a dead sort of a model. Is there any future for pay-per-view? I know if anyone knows about pay-per-view, you and Uncle Choc have done it bigger than anyone.
Top three, mate. I'm in the top three of all time in Australian boxing history.
But do you think right now the pay-per-view model, is it a dying model in Australia? Is it like, this is where I'm talking about no limit main event, KO, put a lot of work and effort into these events, right, for pay-per-view return. Is there a future for it?
Of course, and it's just a matter of the correct product, the right product, meaning the right fighters. If we can get the fighters and the public to get behind the fighters, and the fighters are real and they're genuine and authentic, then it'll continue to be successful. And it has to continue to be successful because it's how fighters make a living, and it's how there's a lot of lights being kept on in homes around this promotion for a lot of people, not just the fighters. So it's very important that the model continues and the model's successful. And I understand the gripe that the media has at the moment, the concern they have about not getting as much. There's not engagement from Nikita in this one. It's been pretty difficult, and I think he'll pick that up. And I'm kind of reaching out to young bloke, pick your game up, mate. Pick your game up for all the fighters out there, because all fighters need, the media to be on board.
Just one more for you, man.
Enough, mate.
He's gone. He's walked off. Dinner's gone. You bored him.
Pumped up the media. We've had a media person walk out.
Yes, one of the greats.
Where you going, mate? Had enough? No, too easy, buddy. Mid-question.
Yeah, get rid of him. Mate,
Oh, mate, security.
It's the longest bottle of wine we've had for
mate,
It'll get there. It's still coming.
Tim Tszyu and his win over Errol Spence. Is Tim Tszyu ready for a shot at those belts at 160, or does he need a couple of more fights?
It depends who's got the belt. Yeah. If it's a young, hungry tiger, it'll be very difficult for Tim. Yeah.